Hello, everyone. Welcome to Boss Rush After Dark, the alternative podcast show for the Boss Rush Network. I am your host, LeRon Dawkins, and my teammates are here with me tonight. I love these guys. And well, I love this guy and this gal. Yeah, let me try to keep it PC. Even though, technically, if you don't want to be called a gal, I understand I need to call you a lady. But, let me shut up.
LeRon, I ain't no lady. We all know.
Oh!
She put a pole in her bedroom, for God's sakes.
Look, it's right here. Wait, can you see it? There it is.
Yeah, but apparently we learned that your son has fun with that thing.
He's better at it than I am.
Everyone, say hello to Stephanie Klimov, our wonderful lady boss of the Boss Rush writing team.
Hi, friends.
And as always, the man, the myth, the legend, the Witch Queen Slayer himself, Corey Derrick is in the house.
That's me. I am slaying some witches.
Have you actually slain her yet?
No.
I can't. Are you a beast yet? Then
By the time this episode goes up, I will have.
Okay, and you know what? At that point, you will be a beast.
Also, I don't believe that the expansion is named after the character. I don't think the character dies at the end of the campaign.
Oh yeah, I don't think so either. But I always look at it as like when they name something, like that has to be like the person that you're killing, the person or thing that you're killing. So just like how Monster Hunter, you're killing monsters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but
how y'all doing tonight?
I'm great. I'm kind of tired, but I'm also great. Also,
I have a funny feeling this might be a short show. Not meaning like we'll be done in 15 minutes, but I have a funny feeling that this show won't run long like how our anchored shows usually run.
I mean, this show usually doesn't run over. Usually. Yeah. But I'm kind of stuck in like a weird limbo with my office because our where we live, our landlord sold it to a new landlord, and we won't find out like how much our
rent. If you're being kicked out.
Well, but I'm pretty sure they want us to stay because who buys and kicks good tenants out, right? I don't know. But also we want to know if we're staying, but also like if our rent's going up and how much, because that's going to determine if we stay or not too. Yeah. And my plan, if we stay, is to move the office into the toy room and bring the toy room in here because there is a shit ton of toys in there and I can consolidate my office and put it in there. Mm-hmm. But I can't do that until we figure out if we're staying or not. So like the office is just kind of like collecting stuff. As you can see behind me, there's a desk. Which way? This way? Yes. Yep. Which isn't even ours. It's my sister-in-law's, but they're waiting on a truck to move it. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just, I'm like in this weird limbo space with my office and I would really like to move it and I don't know when I can. And it's really bugging me because my office is a mess, but I don't want to like clean it up until we figure out what we're doing, So, yeah, here we are, as they say. Well, other than that, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, cool. Stephanie, anything new and exciting going on in your world?
Other than getting my ass kicked at work. Yeah. Enough said. I've already repeated my story a billion times, but just still getting used to my new job. It's very mentally draining, but it's only temporary, right, guys? It's only temporary.
Yeah.
They say that.
They do, yeah.
If it makes you feel better, Stephanie, I love my job.
Thanks.
No.
Wow.
Okay.
way to rub it in.
I do. I mean, I've been there. Like sometimes, when you start a new job, you're like all excited and you like, yeah, I love it because it's a new job. But I've been there for like almost 6 months now, and like, it's the newness hasn't worn off yet, I guess. But
see, I didn't even have that. There was no honeymoon phase. I was just like, 10 minutes into my first day, I'm like, I'm fucked.
That always sucks. To be fair, I said that on my first day too, but then I got used to it.
No, I just know in maybe 3 months things will be a bit better. It's the changing of hands. It's taking care of things that aren't complete yet, and me just learning a completely different language. So,
yeah,
I just got to stop bitching and complaining about it.
That's fair. You'll be fine.
I just hit my cat. I'm sorry, Paxel.
That's fine. She likes it.
Yeah.
He likes it.
She still loves you. She still loves you. Okay. You know what? How mischievous is your cat?
This one here, she's all right. Not so much mischievous to me, but she loves hunting down the other cat of the house, Lusa.
Oh, yeah?
She loves to bully her, yeah.
Aw.
Yeah, but no, she's good. She's a lap cat. Always wants to be by my side. Doesn't really cause too much trouble.
Our cat shit on the floor this morning, and I had to step over it to get. No, it's a regular occurrence. It happens like 2 or 3 times a week.
Oh.
Wait. If it's that regular, you know what?
I hope it dies.
Is it old? Is that the problem?
Yes, it's old and it won't die.
Okay.
It's been dying for like 4 years.
Cover your ears, Paxel.
It's been dying for like 4 years. Like every year something happens to this cat. We're like, okay, this is it. We're preparing ourselves. Probably got to prepare one of the children who can remember what the cat looks like. It's time, right? Nope. 6 weeks later, we give it some medicine, and it's like jumping on the couch again, and like, oh my gosh, I'm just like, God, go away. You suck. Stop staring at me. I see you. She's over there, staring at me.
She knows you're talking about her.
I don't care.
Pan the camera. Let's see the cat.
I'm not picking up my computer to show you the cat.
Then pick up the cat.
No, yeah, I've never picked up the cat. I'm married into this cat relationship, and I've never once picked the cat up.
The truth comes out now. He's not a cat guy.
I hate this cat. I hate it.
I'm not a cat guy. I'm not a cat guy either, but I don't hate cats.
I don't like cats.
If you guys knew Paxel, you guys like cats better.
No, that cat looks mean. I feel like if I went to pet it,
Paxel does right now. The way when you pan the camera to Paxel just now, she looks like I wish a bitch would.
Yeah. It looks like if I went to pet that cat, that I would be missing some fingers when I was done.
Hey, I trained her. Did I tell you the guys this story? My parents have a dog, a Shiba Inu, and he's gray. His name is Benji. And I was playing around with the dog. I brought my cat over like a weirdo to my parents' house.
Weirdo. And
when Benji was playing with me, I fake roll on my back like, oh, Benji, you got me. This fucking cat, speeds over to the dog and pummels the shit out of it, cuts its nose and everything.
Oh, no!
Bleeding. But she did it because she thought the dog was attacking me.
It was attacking you.
Wow.
So, it's a good cat. I mean, she was protecting me.
That's awesome.
See, so I was getting ready to ask, is she one of the asshole cats that when she's around the dog, they'll just be chilling, all of a sudden you just start slapping the shit out of them?
Oh yeah, she doesn't fuck around with anything else.
Cats are assholes.
Yeah,
they really are. But at the same time, she's chill, but probably just to me, I guess. Then, because she'll do tricks. She'll sit on command. She'll shake paw on command.
Does she high five?
Yeah.
Oh damn! See, that is a cool cat.
And she fetches, if I throw a toy, she brings it back to me. So, she's cool, but she's also vicious as fuck to dogs. That's why, I can't get a dog. I want to get a corgi or anything. I want to get a dog, but I'm like...
Oh, she would dominate a little ass corgi.
Yeah, so I'd hate to say, I don't want to talk like that, but I can't get a dog till she dies. I'm not rushing for her to die. I'm just saying, I cannot get a dog until her turn in this life is over.
What was that? What was the old school? It was a Looney Tunes cartoon. What? Oh yeah. When the cat gets on your nerves into the violin factory.
Wow.
Because I don't even know what cat gut is, but apparently they used to make the bows for violins and cellos out of cat gut, and I'm like, what specifically is cat gut? That you're making it, and is that a thing that comes from cats, or is that just your fancy way of saying it? Because for example, on my on cameras, you know, a little fuzzy thing that you put over your microphone, the microphone, so it reduces like wind stuff. That's called a dead cat.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't have one of those. I should probably get one of those.
Yeah, it's basically like before pop filters were a thing on regular microphones. That's what those were.
I have pop filters back there. I actually have like, when I went through a bunch of stuff, I actually have like my real mixer and my real condenser mic back there with a pop filter and an arm.
Oh damn!
And everything.
It's you being just fancy. I don't even have that shit.
Well, I got it when I was like doing podcasts with my friends who actually like lived close to me, and like we would all get together and like sit at a table and actually do this. And like then I started using it when Ed and I started Pow Block, and then after that, like obviously this just happened, and then it was less hassle to hook up a USB mic to my computer instead of like hooking up a mixer and hooking up a arm and making sure it was screwed to the desk right and making sure I had a pop filter and making sure it was on correctly. You know what I mean? That just this was easier, to be honest. But when I move into that office, I might hook it back up.
Yeah, well, as far as I've been, like my week's been
Nobody
okay.
asked
It's been
you.
a mixture.
LeRon, how was your week?
Thanks, Stephanie. My week was okay. Like it didn't take me as long as it took the last time to recover from the COVID booster. Thank God. But the week itself has been kind of a lull. Like, I mean, you know, like sometimes the mornings are all crazy and then the afternoon is like dead to the point where I'm like, I need to take a nap. That kind of dead. And then the other times, you know, like the morning is dead. And then next thing you know, it's like 3:00 in the afternoon, and all of a sudden the phone's ringing off the hook, and it's like, come on, y'all know it's almost clock out time. Why'd y'all take so long? And stuff like that. Yeah. So it's been a week. Like I'm so glad it's Wednesday night right now as we're recording this for the people who catch the show like not on time. But yeah, so like. The good thing is we wrap the show tonight. I go to bed, wake up, and I watch the new episode of Star Trek.
Yeah, I might watch Free Guy as I fall asleep tonight, to be honest with you.
Oh, Free Guy, nice.
Because it's I need to watch Plus that. Now.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. We had this discussion.
No.
Monday.
It wasn't we.
On Monday.
No, you didn't say anything to me about Free Guy.
I did. We talked about it on Monday during the MCU show.
We did not.
We did. You're like, oh, I gotta get that queued up for Disney Plus. I promise you. I just edited the show.
Okay, I'll take your word. Damn, what drugs were I on that night? I don't remember this now.
You weren't on any because it was all under your nightstand over there. Because when Mark logged off, you rolled back and got your snacks and your drink or whatever.
Oh, speaking of which, LeRon, are you snacking on anything tonight?
Not really. Even though like I did sneak like one or two like Oreos while we were doing the Boss Rush podcast.
Very sneaky. I didn't even notice.
Yeah, I had. Yeah, you know what's funny? Cause Monday night also like I barely snacked any on the podcast. It's almost like there's something wrong with me. I'm not running a temperature or anything. Like I am one of those people. I lose my appetite when I get sick, but I'm not sick right now. I'm just I don't know. Just no. Oh, I know why. It's because my boyfriend and I picked out on freaking cheesecake earlier before we started recording the show.
Wow.
Yeah. Like I made a cheesecake from scratch, and when I say from scratch, I mean like I even made the crust. Like I made a graham cracker. I made a graham cracker crust, and so yeah, so it was a brand new recipe. I've made cheesecakes for years. Like, you know, like it was something I picked up from my dad because my dad used to make cheesecakes too for the family and stuff. So I kind of like inherited that tradition. But this is the first time I used this recipe and let me tell you, this cheesecake, like it is so rich. Like it is amazing. Like I've had a couple people. I'm not trying to brag. I mean this seriously. I've had a couple people try it because I'm one of those people when I cook something and I have other people eat it, I'm always like super judgy of my own work. So like it whenever I cook something, it's like, man, like there's not enough salt, or there's too much salt, or man, it's this, it's that, like I felt that I felt that I fucked up the crust. And everybody who's tried the cheesecake so far is like, man, like this is better than walking into an actual bakery and getting one.
Ooh.
And I'm like, really? Because I'm sitting here like, man, I know I fucked that crust up. I don't know how you guys think this is so good.
Sometimes bakeries are overrated though. Like, I mean, a lot of people like pride themselves on like, well, I got these at a bakery. Like, sometimes my mom does that where like she'll go and get these really like expensive cookies and she'll bring them over for like a holiday or like.
Wait. Your mom, no offense, your mom has bad judgment because it's the same lady that told you to walk a ruptured appendix off.
Yeah, I know. But like, no, she like brings these like really expensive, like, and they look cool, like they're really cool looking cookies or whatever, but then they taste like cardboard with icing on them.
Ooh.
And like, I'm like, we could make these better at home or go to like the grocery store and buy like the prepackaged cookies that come in like the clear plastic containers with a little sticker on them and be like, oh, these are better. These are way better. So, yeah.
I honestly appreciate people who have simple taste. Like the most basic bitch, shit is like wonderfully amazing for them. I'm not a food snob. I'm a foodie though, so that puts me already in a different class as far as like how I experience food when I eat it and stuff like that. I appreciate someone who has really simple taste because I was like, it's like I could go on and put 10% of the work in and they're gonna love it. And but then you also have those friends where it's like, man, like nothing you do is good enough for them. You could hire a 4-star Michelin chef and it's still not good.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah.
Food, by the way, how good is food? By the way.
Wait. Is this a rhetorical question? Because
food is awesome.
I know food is good.
Dude, you make me so jealous when you and Josh get on those little tangents where y'all talking about all the food at Disney.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
Y'all make me mad about that, and y'all make me mad about that damn sandwich shop.
Earl of Sandwich. I know, it's delicious. It's amazing.
Like the closest one to us is in Pennsylvania, and I am not driving that damn far.
I know, it's probably the same one that's the closest to me. It's like Philadelphia I think is the closest one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's also one in Chicago, and that's technically closer, but I'm not going to Chicago for a damn sandwich. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. No, like I could talk about food.
Earl Sandwich follows me on Twitter, by the way.
I could eat all sorts of good food and stuff like that. Like a couple of weekends ago, I made actually no, it wasn't a couple of weekends ago for Valentine's Day. Like I told you guys about this. I made the chicken carbonara.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like God, like my roommate and his girlfriend are asking when I'm gonna make that again. Like shit. Sunday I roasted a whole chicken in a Dutch oven with like potatoes, carrots, onions.
Yum.
I damn near made an apple chutney because I like chopped up apples and stuff and like partially caramelized them before stuffing them inside the bird. Yeah, I like to cook. I do.
Dude, I can't wait till grilling season again because I have that grill/smoker. Like you could technically do both. Mm-hmm. And I was like working on perfecting my ribs last year, so I can't wait to get back to smoking ribs, brisket, pulled pork. Oh, I love that shit.
Are there any foods that you just like prefer not to eat? Like okay,
I'm not a fan of flan. I'm not.
Flan. Oh, okay.
I don't even know what that is. I think you're making up words now.
Flan is
Mexican dessert, right?
Yeah, it's a Mexican dessert. Flan is, if I'm not mistaken, it's made with
Is it custard?
It is a custard. It's a okay, so it's defined as a caramel pudding or caramel custard. The only problem is like it is like the most. It is never. I've never had a flan that I actually liked. That's the problem. But I swear up and down, people act like they're about to go see Jesus every time I eat this.
I've had some good flan when I was in Mexico, so I guess it depends, right? But also, like, I can understand if people are weird about textures, I can see why some people wouldn't like flan.
It's not a texture thing for me because I eat custards, puddings, all that stuff all the time. So it's something about the actual like taste of it, you know. Yeah, maybe what I need to do is make my own flan and then find out, because I think sometimes that's the ultimate equalizer if you make it yourself, you know.
Yeah.
Because sometimes people. This sounds so elitist, but sometimes people cannot make stuff for you, if that makes sense. When it comes to foods, like sometimes like the only person that can make it yourself, because the main ingredients of flan is like egg, milk, and sugar. That's the main ingredients of flan. Like it doesn't even have a crust.
Well, yeah, you tailor it to kind of your particular taste, so I get it. For me, I don't know if there's any particular food I'm just not into. I know this is going to be like a cardinal sin for me to utter it out loud, but I'm not, and it's not to say I don't like it, but I'm not the biggest fan of Italian food.
I don't like Italian food at all.
Different than when I went to Italy and actually ordered a true Italian dish. It's different. But if we're just talking about what's available to us right now, I mean, carbs are addictive for a reason, but I just kind of stay away from bowls of pasta and heavy ass sauces that put me into a literal coma for days. Yeah. I don't get it. For me, like I need to, I don't know. But that, and just like it's really more just particular ingredients. Like I don't like mushrooms. But other than that, like I am a huge fan of food that I enjoy all different types of flavor profiles. So I would say like the most plain, quote unquote, is the stuff that I don't like Italian food. No offense.
Yeah, I don't.
You know what? I like Italian food, but I also know like Italian food can wind up being its own least common denominator in the food kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I also do not care for Italian food. Like I don't like red sauce. Like I just don't. And I think that kind of like stems back to where like when I was little, like we had spaghetti like 3 or 4 times a week because it's cheap, right? And but the other one, now this is gonna probably shock a lot of people, but I don't eat red meat like at all.
Okay.
Oh, there's
a helping or a flavor thing?
There's 2 exceptions. Okay, so I will eat a garbage hamburger from Wendy's. Right, because that's just...
Wait, what do you mean a garbage hamburger?
Like a junior bacon cheeseburger. Like
I don't know if that's garbage. I actually think
I meant like fast food. Like
okay,
did like not like a gourmet burger or a burger that I make at home. I will eat, but I don't know. When I eat red meat, I just get sick for some reason, and it's just like.
Wait, do you mean physically sick or not mentally sick, but you know that other sick where it's just like, man, I just don't feel good about myself now. No, like which sick is it?
It's not that. It's just like I'll get like a headache. I'll start feeling like really strange, and like my stomach will hurt, but not in like a way that I have to like shit myself. More like a just like I don't know what this feeling is. It's just not great, and I don't know. I've found that I will only like in terms of meat, like chicken and turkey are really like the only meats that I will eat, but I eat a lot of it. So it's not like, obviously by my size, I'm not like just, eating rabbit food, but
yeah. Well, I can agree with you on the red meat thing because like I like red meat, but when I learned a few years ago that red meat is not like me, and what I mean like it was annihilating my blood pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to like scale back on it. Like tonight for example, I had a bacon cheeseburger. That's the first time in a few weeks I've had like something red meat because usually what I'll do is like I'll afford myself a steak once a month maybe, Like I like me a good ribeye steak, but like I already know like take your blood pressure medication or you'll be up in the middle of the night wondering why your heart's racing.
Yeah. And like even like breakfast food, like I'll get like turkey sausage and turkey bacon, just because it like agrees with me better.
Turkey sausage is good.
Yeah, it's not as greasy. I feel like it has more flavor. I prefer that over regular sausage anyway, but I don't know. That's just like the one thing. Like, I don't even remember the last time I ate like steak.
Well, I'm glad I'm not I'm glad I'm not the only one, because I would think people who say that would either be vegetarian or vegan that are just the most outspoken about red meat. But I originally was a huge red meat fanatic when I was younger. I love steak. I love my steak and cheese subs, but for a variety of smaller reasons, it probably is different, Corey. Like, I notice when I eat red meat, I feel sluggish. So I don't feel physically ill, but I feel sluggish.
Yeah.
And I didn't like that feeling. And I don't know, like environmental, like don't eat red meat every day, like just only have once, just a variety of personal value reasons. I'm like, hey, it's okay if I cut back on it. Plus a bonus, I feel gross when I eat it anyway. So I since you mentioned it, now that I think about it, I really only have red meat as a treat, so to speak. Like, I had red meat for like red meat on Valentine's Day dinner. But yeah, I'll either get chicken or turkey, more turkey than chicken, and then pork once in a while, which I don't know. Some people have their own feelings about pork, but
yeah, I don't really eat pork. Like, I'll eat it. Like, sometimes when we go over to my mother-in-law's, like, they'll have pork there, and I'll eat it sometimes. But it's like, I don't know. I eat it because it's there. It's not like I like pork,
Yeah. Oh, it's one thing that I don't mind eating, but ironically enough, I actually don't like cooking or cannot cook well, and it's seafood. Because that's another type of protein source that's different, and it's healthy in a sense. But like, I can't cook seafood to save my life because I'm paranoid of eating it undercooked and getting sick. So I overcook it, which tends to make it not.
And it's so easy to overcook seafood. It is so easy to overcook seafood.
Yep, it's so stinky. It makes the house stinky.
I do eat my fair share of shrimp. I
love shrimp.
I love shrimp, but it's like those are like the chicken nuggets of the seafood world. Like, it just doesn't even really count, When I worked at the restaurant, they actually trained us how to cook like mahi mahi and orange roughy fish and like that kind of stuff. So like I mean, I haven't done it in like 5 years, but I know how to do it without like burning it and making sure it's not like, But also,
nice.
What?
I haven't had mahi mahi in a long time, but that's delicious.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It tastes like, it almost tastes like chicken almost. It's really good, but you have to cook it right, and a lot of people don't know how to cook it right. And salmon also is like another one that's like, if you don't cook it right, it just tastes bad.
Yeah.
So I don't even bother, because I know, like, especially now with so many distractions, like the kids or washing dishes or the phone, like I'm just not paying attention, and I just don't even bother. So, but yeah, I mean, I will eat the occasional like bacon cheeseburger from Wendy's, because like those are like, you ever, like, anytime I'm craving garbage, like just like pure garbage to stuff my face with, that's like my go-to. It's like that or Taco Bell, I guess.
I think my pure garbage like go-to is double quarter pounders with cheese from McDonald's.
I had McDonald's for the first time, like, probably in like 15 years, when I came back from my work trip in the airport, and it was bad.
It's because you had it. It's because you had it at the airport.
I know. I also had their spicy chicken sandwich, which is also very terrible. But I was like, man, I don't understand how people love McDonald's after I ate that. I'm like, I like McDonald's breakfast. Don't get me wrong, their breakfast is awesome.
I think I think their breakfast is like their low point now. It used to be. I feel like it used to be the breakfast was their high point and their lunch and dinner menu was their low point, and now I feel like it's reversed. Because I'd rather go to Burger King for their breakfast. I'd rather go to Bojangles for their breakfast. Shit, like I haven't tried Wendy's their breakfast since they brought it back.
Yeah, I've never had Wendy's breakfast either.
and I haven't had Taco Bell's breakfast. There's something about Taco Bell's breakfast. I'm like, I don't know. I feel like this is the move where if you don't love yourself, this is when you do it. I don't know. Like when I think, well, first of all, Taco Bell is not actual Mexican food, so But when I think of Mexican food, I'm thinking of like huevos rancheros, something like that, like or like a good chorizo frittata or something like that. I'm frittatas are technically like what is it, Portuguese?
You're asking the wrong
yeah.
person.
Yeah, but like you're using all the Mexican and Hispanic ingredients to make it, so it's Mexican as far as I'm concerned and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But then you go and you see like the sausage and egg taco at Taco Bell. It's like I don't know.
Or like the hash brown wrapped in cheesy eggs wrapped in a tortilla that's just grilled.
Yeah, like the hash brown crunch wrap, and it's like. Yeah.
It's actually pretty good, but I mean,
I was wondering if someone was going to say that because I don't know.
So around here, and it's big in Pennsylvania too. You might have some where you are, LeRon, but I'm pretty sure as you move south, it's Wawa, it's south. But Sheetz, have you ever been to Sheetz?
Yeah, Sheetz. Yeah,
Sheetz breakfast, man. I used to go there all the time for breakfast, and like you just punch it on the little thing, and they're like, do you want a hash brown on your sandwich? I'm like, sure, I'm fat, I'll put it on my sandwich. It's so good. Put some bacon on there, eggs, cheese, hash brown on a croissant. It's very good. You hate yourself after, but during you're like, oh yeah, if I die, if it happens right now,
I'll be fine. You know what? When the food is good enough, like you don't care if you die right then and there while you don't care if you die right after you finished it. If the food is that good, you don't care.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying.
But then again, when you're over full, it's like, and then you're like, oh God, kill me now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I can't muscle my way through overeating like I used to. Like I have to elevate, like especially if I eat a lot during dinner time, I have to sleep on a couple pillows and elevate myself. Like I have to physically elevate myself.
You know what? You just reminded me. I'm gonna buy one of those pregnancy pillows.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna buy one of those. I hear dudes my size, 6'3", 200+ pounds, like they have the best night's sleep ever with the pregnancy pillow.
Wow.
There's something.
Speaking of pregnant.
Oh God.
This is Boss Rush After Dark, the news show from the Boss Rush Network.
33 minutes in.
Yeah, I know. I need to do a better job of getting to that housekeeping.
What we need to do is just pre-record it all.
Yeah, you know what? That's an idea. Actually, I don't get it.
I mean, I think we're just all lazy because we do so much already. It's just like anything extra we have to record. We're like, we'll do it later.
I was just about to say that we're lazy. That's the problem. All right, you guys know the spiel. Catch the early show on Patreon.com. On patreon.com/BossRush Network every Saturday, or on YouTube podcast services and our website 2 weeks later for free. Leave us a review. Let us know how much you love us. If there's any feedback you'd like to give to us, like now's the time to do it. We pay attention to all of it, and we're here to make the show as comfortable and as good and better for you. So there you go.
Comfortable, LeRon? We want to make our listeners comfortable.
Okay, I actually like making them sweat a little bit. I like when like it gets kind of steamy, so they have to like unbutton that top button and stuff like that.
Exactly.
You said steamy.
Or it gets really racy and they have to unbutton the other top button, if you know what I mean.
Oh God.
Speaking of unbuttoning things, hey guys, I have a topic for us.
Oh boy.
You ready?
Ready.
I guess.
All right. So, is it wrong to check out people at the gym?
No. I mean, how obvious and obnoxious are you doing it, and are you approaching them and harassing them? Because if you're not, there's nothing wrong with looking.
Okay, yeah, I didn't mean being like lewd and lascivious or nothing like that.
Let's be honest. There's a lot of attractive people that go to the gym. That's like 80% of the reason why they're attractive, because they
yeah. I am not one of those 80%. I really wish I I really wish I was, but
yeah. And I'm not trying to be mean, but like there are also people that
are like walking
try
horror
to look
shows.
Attractive, and then they wear clothing that maybe
is unflattering.
Yeah.
To say it nicely.
Or there's the opposite. They look better with their clothes on.
I mean, that's a yeah. That's yeah.
But that's where I say, like, you know, I'd say stop at the checking out part, because I would be at the gym, and I remember one time I was working out. No, when I'm working out, I'm not like, because I notice some people, usually women, they go to work out to look pretty. Like I see them sitting on the machine and they don't do anything except for be on their phone. When I'm at the gym, I go there and I work the fuck out. I have my music playing, like I have the fuck off on my face, like don't bother me, like I'm in the zone. And I remember
Stephanie's out there just glowing because a woman reminded me that women don't sweat, they glow.
Aw. I'm pretty sure I look like a wet mop, but sure. And I had my headphones on, and after a minute, I'm like, I think someone's talking to me, and I took my headphones out. Which you think, number one, headphones, like the person's not gonna hear you.
Yeah, leave them the fuck alone. Yeah.
The guy, like, there's this guy that's starting to talk to me. I'm like, okay, and he's asking me questions, and I answer his questions. And I try to go back to working out, and then he's talking to me some more, and he's like hitting on me, and I'm like, does any of this not show that I'm not interested? And it was actually very annoying. Like, I didn't find it flattering at the moment. I was actually pretty annoyed.
You know, like there are sometimes I'm glad I'm not a woman just for that aspect, you know, like dudes being fucking creeps, especially at the fucking gym, you know, because you know, like I've actually had to stop some dudes and be like, hey, like, she's not into it, leave her the fuck alone, you know, unless you're trying to work in a set with her and actually work out, like, leave her the fuck alone, you know. I'm glad I'm not a woman for that aspect, but you know,
yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to get into that rant.
Well, no, as a member of the male species, I apologize to you, Stephanie. I mean, you know, like because the one thing I can say is that, yeah, I've had my times when I've objectified, you know, people of the opposite sex and stuff like that, but at the same time, I've never tried to go out of the way and make it seem like, okay, she's getting ready to pull out her fucking mace or her taser. Like, it's, you know, I've never taken it to that level or something like that. But you know, I've seen dudes out there and it's like, dude, leave her the fuck alone before I like clock you upside the back of your head with this dumbbell.
Well, that's what matters ultimately. Is like, can you read the room? Because there'll be people that just they reciprocate, and that's all good and fine. But like, I had all the signs. There's another time where, you know, gyms offer like, oh, just try one of our free first trial personal trainer sessions. And I'm like, fine. And it was going fine.
You wanted a trainer that's too handsy, too hands-on.
A little bit more. He just started talking about like, hey, I'm divorced. And he kept like bringing up the fact that he's divorced. I'm like, what does this have to do with my workout?
What in the professionalism
yeah,
is
so
this shit? Yeah. God.
Anyway.
I'm not even like I don't even like want to go up to people when I like try to make myself look presentable, let alone at the gym. Like, I don't even like, sure, you notice people at the gym, but like, I would never go up to anybody and be like,
and just chat them up like you're about to, like you're trying to go on a date. Nah, like I feel like there's a time and a place for it, and I feel like there's time and a place for it, and the gym is not it unless you're going to one of those gyms that are known for hookup culture.
Yeah.
There are gyms actually known for hookup culture?
Oh, mm-hmm. Yeah. There's a bunch around here.
Shit. What was the gym that got into a lot of trouble? But it got into a lot of trouble for their business practices as a gym. I think it was like, what was it, Equinox Gym? I heard a lot of stories that Equinox Gym, not only was it a gym that, you know, was basically just had bad practices, but there was also like a definitive hookup culture no matter which of those gyms you went to.
Mm-hmm. Especially like those 24-hour gyms, like the hole in the wall gyms where like you go between it was like known, especially like when I was in college, like the ones that were around, like you go at specific times if you wanted to hook up, because then you just like hook up after you work out.
Wow, I am naive. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Sorry, like I just think about people being sweaty and dirty. Sorry.
Wasn't on the very first episode of this show that I told you like women are the reason why men just don't do a whole bunch of like really wild, crazy sexual shit because women are like, no, like we're going inside a house that has like doors and windows that we can close.
Mm-hmm.
Like trust me, like you let if men could, they would find anywhere to go fuck.
Yeah, I can see. Okay.
Not false.
If men could,
I mean,
shoot.
Yeah. Well, just listen to the first few episodes. You'll know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some pretty gross places people are willing to do things.
Yeah. Well, LeRon, like, do you think that it's appropriate to check out people at the gym?
Okay, as a red-blooded male, I do check out people, and it's even worse because I'm bisexual, so I'm checking out everybody. I'm checking out everybody, but the thing is, like, I'll put it this way, like I don't check them out to the point where it's like they're about to call 911 or something like that. But there are certain levels of like the checking out that I do. Sometimes it's more on an admiration level, like damn, that dude has like biceps or something that I would really aspire to have. Or, those really cocky motherfuckers who are always lifting up their shirts, like they're acting like they have so much sweat on their forehead. They're using their shirt to wipe it off and all that stuff. And all they're doing is just showing off their abs to the entire gym and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm checking that stuff out because in my entire life, I've never had abs and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm looking for examples and stuff like that. And then there are also times I was like, whoa, that man or woman is like really attractive. I can't stop looking, but stuff like that, So yeah, I check out people in the gym, but I've never actually crossed the line where I'm doing something wrong because like I've actually true story. I was on an elliptical. And I was the gym that I was at the time. I remember it had multiple stories. It had like 3 floors and stuff like that. So of course the elliptical equipment that I was on the main floor of the gym and stuff like that. And I kid you not. Like I had my headphones on and like they station all these places to where like there's TVs everywhere so you can just look at stuff and subtitles and stuff are always on. I had my headphones on. I was looking at something on there. I want to say it was some type of news, some bullshit like that. And I just happened to like look up on the next flight up. Someone legit had a damn camera and I'm pretty sure the camera was focused on me because the moment I looked up, like he immediately like moved the camera away, like hit his camera. I was like, and I was sitting there like, and so I just gave him a look like, what the fuck are you doing?
Wow.
Yeah. I have never been like that at a gym. Like, it's like, and like there's that joke, take a picture to last longer. Like, no, I'm not trying to be that guy because knowing me, like I get caught with my camera out and I'm getting reported and I'm losing my gym membership.
No, I don't think that would be received well if anyone would get caught being taken a picture of. Like, that's fucking creepy. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But then again, like it's so like in this day and age now, it's so hard to tell. Like, are you being filmed or are they filming themselves? Because everybody's like TikToking or Instagramming themselves at the gym now and stuff like that. So what the fuck's going on?
Oh well, there's a difference. There's this where it's clearly you, and then there's the whatever. They're always from up here. Oh, I just that. But yeah. How about like call it audio stimulation? Like I personally don't find it as a means to check out someone, but it's more distracting when people are working out and they're grunting when they do bench presses or something. But sometimes they sound like sex noises.
Oh, I was about to say they just sound like a moose dying in the middle of the street or something. Okay. So I hate to admit this, but I am a moaner. And when I say I am a moaner, I mean I grunt and I make noise at the gym. I don't make like the wildly crazy ass sexual noises, but at the same time I also don't sound like I'm dying, because I got clipped by a car walking down the street.
There's a difference in like there's a difference in like every rep you're like moaning at the lot, like the top of your lungs or whatever. But like that, like the last 1 or 2 rep, if you're just like, right, like that's normal, right? Like,
that's like.
Sometimes it's all grit and determination. It's like, man, if I sling these 85s one more time, there's that,
No, like even people who do yoga, there's a thing called like a yoga breath where you make an audible noise. No, I'm just talking about people who are like literally sound like they're like a dying whale or something. Just
I mean. I understand why Planet Fitness has like the lunk alarm. I don't think it's so much that people are getting intimidated. I think it's just too distracting sometimes. Like I don't try to be super loud, but man, if the set's kicking my ass, the set's kicking my ass. and I will be the first one to admit I do not deal well with the slightest bit of discomfort. So like it's like if the rep is kicking my ass, like you're gonna hear from me.
Okay. Well. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Macho Corey. I was a college linebacker, man.
Hey, I didn't say I didn't used to work out really hard. Okay. Man, I just like I couldn't even imagine being close to what working out I was in college, though. Oh my God. That was just like, I don't know how anybody does that kind of working out.
Yo.
But then you see The Rock and you're just like, oh, okay, well, I get it.
I as much as I admire Dwayne Johnson and the way he looks and stuff, I don't want to be that big.
He's actually slimmed down quite a bit.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he has.
He's just shredded.
My whole thing is like about once every 4 months I ruin a pair of jeans because I have freaking thunder thighs. It's not that I'm fat; it's just that I have really stocky legs.
Yeah, so do I.
Stuff like that. And I'm sorry, like my old roommate from the place I used to live at and stuff like that. Like that guy is like he's like all American, like fit and good looking stuff like that. And this dude has the opposite problem. He's always ripping his shirts at either like the elbow seam or right in the middle of his back because he's that defined and everything. And we tell him like you should just go to a big and tall store and just buy your clothes there, But the problem is like when he goes to a big and tall store, like the fit isn't right on him. So it's like he has to wear the normal people clothes, but he's always at the risk of like destroying his shirt. So like those people that have those tank tops that say like my shirt had sleeves, but then I flexed. Like he's literally one of those guys.
Wow.
Well, if you want to get to that level, it's not just like working your ass off at the gym and stuff like that. A lot of it
eating right.
It's diet, and not just eating right, but to the extreme. Like you can't have like any amount of added sugars at all, or eat fucking avocado ice cream like Tom Brady does. Like I would have to sacrifice all my desserts if I wanted to complete my 6-pack, and I'm like, nope, it's not worth it. I like my sweets.
Like Oreos?
Yep, like Oreos.
I did that for like a year. And it worked. I did. But like, I was literally like, I had to train myself to say, food is fuel and nothing more, right? Like, and like,
I did 5 weeks of super clean living, and guys, you know me, I love my junk food. I had no sugar. Mm-hmm. The only time I had like actual sugar is if it wasn't natural sugar. Mm-hmm. Like I would afford myself like I would put sweet creamer in my sugar. I mean in my coffee, mm-hmm. Stuff like that. But I did 5 weeks of being clean, and man, it's like watching a prisoner go out into the yard for the first time after being in solitary confinement. When I finally was like, enough is enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Every day I ate 4 times a day, and it would either be like turkey,
chicken, rice, and broccoli.
No, not even rice. Like I didn't even have
Oh, so
rice
you
or
were
bread.
Oh, yeah, you were not having starches either.
From February to June, I went from 359 pounds to 218 pounds.
Dude.
And I found Hugh Jackman's workout for the Wolverine.
Oh God.
So that's what I was doing.
Oh God! Shit, you just did Chris Hemsworth's work.
And then running 3
miles.
And then running 3 miles every day.
Bless your soul, because I tried the Atkins diet just in general once because my parents were obsessed with Atkins diet, and there was never carbs in my house anyway. But like one time, I'm like, let me just see what they have to say, and obviously that's how I learned how much carbs are just in a fucking apple. And I turned into a psychopath monster. It made me very angry, and I stopped. I'm like, I'm gonna be like borderline violent if I keep this up.
Yeah, it was rough. It was rough, and like it was the only time I ever had abs though. But like I had lost so much weight in such a fast amount of time that there was just like all this extra skin like everywhere, and like I mean, don't get me wrong, it felt good to look like that, and like speaking of like checking out people at the gym, I like felt really good, and like I don't know, I at that time I was like picking up chicks in like your mid-20s or whatever, like that's what you did, and I don't know, it was like the only time I ever felt confident in the way I looked. But it was like you said, Stephanie, I like my temper was short. I couldn't eat or drink anything other than water. Like it was bad.
Yeah, when you're hungry, I mean, shit. And because I remember, honestly, I know this. Like when I do those type of things, like because like the longest fast I've been on was like a 72-hour fast. And trust me, like, like my mom's a type 1 diabetic. And, like I remember being younger and thinking like she's just crazy. Like, when she gets into that low blood sugar state. And here I am, like a totally healthy, a healthy enough, grown man. And here I am having a low sugar reaction. And I'm like, man, I'm going to fucking murder somebody if I don't eat something.
Yeah. This was my meals every day. In the morning it would be egg whites, a banana, and oranges. That would be my breakfast. Like 3.
Wait, repeat that.
Egg whites, a banana, and an orange, and water.
I would have already murdered. Okay, what time do you get up in the morning?
At that time, 5 o'clock in the morning.
By 7:30, I would have already been trying to rip somebody's head off their shoulders.
Yeah, and then I would go work out for like 2.5 hours. Like I had a really strict regimen.
Right there, you should have just worked out, fasted, and then had your egg whites, banana, and orange.
But you're supposed to eat before you go. According to this plan I was on, you're supposed to eat before you go work out. And then
because you're half dead.
Yeah, and then I would work out for like 2.5 hours. And then I would come back and I would eat lunch or like a second breakfast, and it would be 8 links of turkey sausage and a cut up apple and some grapes. And then I would like do whatever I needed to do for the day. And then I would go run 3 miles like early in the afternoon. And then I would eat like a lunch, I guess. And it was usually like a shrimp salad. I would put like 10 or 12 pieces of shrimp in a salad and eat it. And then for dinner, I would have 2 or 3 pieces of plain chicken with some sort of like with asparagus and broccoli. That's what I ate every day for like a year.
But you dropped damn near 100 pounds doing it.
No,
you dropped over 100 pounds.
This leads to a question. Obviously, anyway, my question is like, where do we fall as far as how much are we willing to sacrifice quality of life with food – to how we look physically?
I'm a pretty vain motherfucker. So here's the deal. Here's the deal. I know honestly, the only reason why I haven't done it is because I don't want it that badly just yet. I mean, I've come pretty close. As a matter of fact, when we end this recording, I'll share some of the pictures of where I was at. Like, where I was at like two years ago, right for my birthday, and I actually like and I had a work trip ruined my freaking sciatic nerve on my left side. So I was literally inches away from making my body weight goal of 235, and I was looking amazing. And then like that shit basically ground me to a halt, like literally 7 days. Yeah, 7 days, like almost practically a week before it was time for me to come off of the freaking plan. And yeah, but yeah, my problem is I don't want it badly enough, and the sad part is I feel like now that I'm actually dating somebody that I'm straying further away from that light now, because it's like I got what I was trying to impress. You know? It's like just you can just slack the fuck off now, like eat cheesecake and like make make freaking chimichangas and stuff every weekend. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, actually, I just told myself recently that you know what, like we're coming up on March. My birthday's June 3rd. I'm like I can literally do 3 months and like actually like make some serious progress. And, like look pretty freaking good. By my 47th birthday.
For me, like I have the biggest sweet tooth. I got it from my mom. Like I have like if everybody has that addiction or that thing. For me, it's sugar. Like I don't think I overly consume, but I can't go without. So my biggest struggle is, I knock on wood, I've thought I maintain like a pretty good like physique. But like if I really wanted to reach the level, because I'll admit I'm like a closet vain person. Either that or it's body image issues. I don't know. Maybe that'll be for another episode. But like I cannot get to that last part and give up and sacrifice sugar. Like, fine, I can look, for example, 80% and enjoy life and food versus 100%, look 100%, but just be miserable. But I don't know. It's tempting, right? Because, I've been in stages where I've lost the weight and I've looked good. But then, I don't know, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to go back to my regular diet and I'll gain the weight back anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean that's the biggest thing is like sustaining and like if you want to like look a certain way and finding a way that you could sustain it, but like you never do. My weight has fluctuated so much over the last my entire life, and it's like I'll either be super overweight or people would say I look sick, and then like what I mean, like when I lost all that weight, people thought I was sick and like dying because I lost so much weight. And like, I don't know, it didn't really bother me, but then like I stopped because I don't know, I think I got comfortable in some sort of relationship I was in. And then, you just don't go back.
That's how it happens.
Yeah. I think I actually quit on like a holiday, like Thanksgiving or something.
That's the other thing too. Like, like sometimes we give up right when we're about to make that last breakthrough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it sucks sometimes. Like I said, I hurt myself, and it killed what I had going, or I started dating somebody seriously, and now I didn't have as big of a focus to go to the gym and work out all the time because I was cultivating a relationship at that point. Things like that. One of the biggest things for me is like I get in my own headspace about things. I'll be sitting there and I'll be like, I've been doing this shit for 13 weeks and I still can't like my biggest thing right now about my fitness is I would love to get into like the low teens in body fat percentage overall. I'm one of those guys, I have that body type that my body wants to hold on to mass. Mm-hmm. So every time I do like the body mass index calculators that actually like tell you what your body fat is, like my body fat percentage is always in some part of the 20s, and it's like, man, I know for sure if I get to like 14, 15, 16% body fat, I'd probably look amazing compared to what I do right now. Like people tell me all the time, like, LeRon, you look amazing. I'm like, I look like an ugly fucking bag of water. What the fuck are you talking about? But that's also body dysmorphia talking. Because,
that sounds like what I say in the mirror every morning.
Yeah, but I mean, my biggest hurdle from working out is the fact that I get in my own way. Working out, fitness, eating right, silly. I get in my own way, yeah. And the sad part is, like, we can eat the food we like, whether it be Oreos, ice cream, fucking deep fried shit, we just gotta know how to do it, and like when to not be excessive.
Portion control. That's my issue.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna ask the workout health guy this question. I have like a smart scale that does all these calculations that I don't know if it's accurate or not. And they break it down, and one of the things they break it down, and I never really understood what it is, it's called subcutaneous fat. I mean, I know the word subcutaneous, and I know what fat means, but it always says it's high for me, but like everything else is normal or within normal limits. So I'm like,
how is your subcutaneous fat high though? You shared some pictures of yourself with us. Nothing bad, listeners.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
It
says my subcutaneous fat is 25.1%, but it says ideal should be between 11 and 17.
I think it's basing it off of your body mass index. Like how tall are you?
5'6".
You're 5'6".
My BMI, the last time I weighed myself, my BMI is a 19.5.
Okay, so Corey, is that overweight? That's not obese. Is that overweight?
No. 19.5, that's...
Is that within parameters?
It is within parameters.
It's like, it's not obese, but it's like technically overweight, I think.
No, it's not. It's between 18.5 and 25 is ideal.
Oh.
Okay.
And I'm 19.5. So I'm actually a point away from being underweight.
See, I don't understand why the subcutaneous fat is so high for you, because I hear like what will really kill you is the fat that's between your organs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I hear that's the one that'll kill you, which is why, like, people who just cannot get rid of their spare tire, God, they're in trouble.
Mm-hmm. That's me.
Is that what the BFR is? Proportion of adipose tissue in body composition. All right, I'm not going to nerd out on all this stuff. Maybe I'll share it with you and like pick your brain later.
Yeah, I don't really know, but I can definitely talk to my trainer about that stuff. I have some love handles. Love has a handle on me. That's for sure. But yeah, like, I just feel like ultimately, like, if I devote myself to 9 weeks, I could probably get till similar to what I am. Like technically by my standards right now, like my ideal body weight is like 235. I'm only 20 pounds overweight. And I guess the one thing that's lucky for me is, like, I actually have one of those body types that even though it wants to hold on to this mass, like, it also distributes the mass pretty well. So, it doesn't look like, I'm like this big hulking guy. Well, I mean, I do look like this big hulking guy, but you know what I mean. I like some guy that, like the doc. Well, my doctor did put me on blood pressure medication, but it's not like I'm about to drop dead.
Yeah.
We should start worrying if they put you on a statin.
Nah.
You know what we should do, guys?
What's that?
Well, LeRon, you know what me and you should do, because we aren't skinny people.
Yeah, and we don't have abs of steel like our friend that does pole workouts.
We should, like, on this show in particular, we should have like a weekly check-in to hold ourselves accountable for something.
Well, we have to come up with goals first, right? Because there's different kinds of goals we could achieve, but that'd be great. I could use some accountability.
Well, here's the one thing I know I need to do. I know I could easily shed about. Okay, I'm 20 pounds overweight. I know I can easily shed about 4 to 6 pounds if I just drink the actual amount of water I'm supposed to drink daily.
Mm-hmm.
But for some strange reason, I have a hard time drinking like 1.5 gallons plus of water a day.
Yeah, I have enough trouble drinking like 2 or 3 of these a day. Like,
yeah, because you have 3 cases of Monster under your desk.
I have 1, and it's not even open.
It's because you just finished the last one from the other case, right?
I finished it this.
Baby.
I finished
it's
it this
all
morning.
in his face.
I finished it this morning. I got some Red Bull, thank you, from the store to hold me over.
Yeah, Bang energy drinks are my problem.
I just gotta, yeah.
Even though they say there's 0 calories in Bang energy drink, there's enough shit to help put on the pounds anyway, so it doesn't even matter.
It's the sodium and the sugar.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with the calories. It's the sodium and the sugar.
Yep.
So.
Even though, which is the other thing too, like the sodium in it will basically make you bloat because you'll hold in your water.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Well, the thing about drinking so much water is, I know I shouldn't complain, especially since I work from home now, but the fact that I need to pee every 10 minutes, I'm like, here we go again. Or like, I need to stop drinking liquids after a certain time now, because then I'll wake up in the middle of the night like an old fart.
I know.
Which
I
I guess
I'll probably wake up twice tonight because I had a Red Bull and a bottle of water tonight during this podcast. And I'm just like, oh God, I'm going to wake up like twice. Just take a pillow and fall asleep in the bathroom. Anyways. But yeah, we should definitely, we should come up with a plan, LeRon. Unless you don't want to, then it's fine.
No. I'm thinking I would not mind actually. You know, I think I need an accountability partner because one of the major reasons why like my progress has gone awry is like all my workout buddies like just stopped doing it, you know. You know, and I'm one of those people, like I do not have a discipline to work out myself, which is why I finally like hired a personal trainer and stuff like that, you know. But the problem is that like I'm also a social workout person. I need a workout partner, you know. So like it's one of those things like, you know, like I can't trust myself to just go pick up a gym membership, go to the gym by myself, you know, like because I'll get there and I'll have like my workout list, but I'll go there and I'll half-ass the reps and I go home. Worse yet, I half-ass the reps and then I go take my ass to a fast food place as soon as I walk out of the gym, or go to Starbucks.
My problem is like with like the kids and stuff, I have to wake up early and go before work, and like getting up super early is not exactly my favorite thing to do. And then it's like, oh well, I could sleep for another hour if I wanted to, another hour and a half.
Hey, I could use some accountability too. My current issue is stress eating because of work. As soon as like something pisses me off, I go right to the snack drawer and I'm just eating chips, popcorn, any sort, like salty and sweets. I stress eat wicked badly.
You stress eat when you're mad?
I stress eat when I'm mad, anxious, upset. Yeah.
I know for sure. I stress eat. Well, I stress eat definitely when I'm stressed, but I know I stress eat when just shit's on my mind.
Yeah, I do too.
Someone's getting sleepy despite all the Red Bulls he drank.
I am. I didn't have that many. I am tired though. I woke up kind of early this morning because, well, when your children wake up early, they wake you up too.
Yeah, that generally is how it works.
My daughter has this thing where she'll wake up and like after like 10 minutes she'll be like, she'll stand at her door and scream, right? She'll be like, "Mommy, Daddy, it's time to wake up." It'll be like 5 a.m.
Oh my gosh.
And then sometimes I'll just go in there and be like, "It's not time to get up." She's like, "But the sun is up." I'm like, "No, it's not. It's not up."
You know what you should do? Next time she does that, record it on your phone, and then when she becomes a teenager and wants to sleep until 11,
play it back.
Play it back. That's what you do.
That's a good idea. Man.
Yeah, ready to wrap up?
Yeah, it's a good topic.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean,
I feel motivated.
I told you guys I had a hilariously fun topic for us tonight. It got a little serious because then we talked about borderline sexual harassment at the gym, but and creeps.
Yeah. The other reason why I haven't been working out the last 2 weeks too is because of my toe. My foot.
Your poor toe.
It's
your dislocated toe.
Yeah. Is it getting better?
Yeah, but my foot is still like purple. Like right where like all the toes connect to the foot, there's like this big purple, just like splotchy purpleness.
Right. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah, you bruised it pretty bad.
Yeah. It was a good time.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Are you?
I am. It's painful, and I don't want to wish it on anybody I know. You know, it's painful.
Putting it back was the worst.
I actually hear like all dislocations. Actually, putting it back in is worse than actually the dislocation itself.
Yeah.
Because
seeing it dislocated is actually more shocking than painful, but putting it back is painful.
Yeah, because I have a buddy like he used to wrestle in high school and stuff like that. So his hand got jacked up one time. So like every now and then like one or two of his fingers, like if he's doing something wrong, his rings would dislocate. Mm-hmm. And it's weird because like like I caught it one time and I saw his finger just kind of hanging there, kind of weird. And then he's like, it doesn't even hurt. And then he popped it back in. And I was like, it might not hurt you, but it hurt me just to witness that.
Yeah, I dislocated my pinky and like probably broke it or stoved it at least real bad, but to the point where like I can like almost dislocate it on
command.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and then like
don't do it now. Don't do it now.
Stop it.
Like look how like weird my pinky formations are.
Yeah.
So
I'm looking away. I can't.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I felt my skin crawl just now.
Yeah, it's hard.
All right.
I can do it to my thumb too.
Stop.
Please.
Stop.
You know what? This has been Boss Rush After Dark, the alternative podcast of the flagship show for Boss Rush Network. We'd like to thank you all for tuning in and listening to the show tonight. Thanks to everybody that's one of our patrons. Like, we love you. Like, this is one of the main reasons why we do it, because we know like there is an audience for it and you guys enjoy it, and we will definitely be making sure to make more of this wonderful content for you guys. Before we head out, here's how you can connect with the members of our panel tonight. Stephanie, go first.
At Klimov, KLIMOV_author on Twitter and Instagram. Catch me Wednesday nights on the Boss Rush podcast and occasionally on Standard Def, especially the classic animated Disney movies.
All right. Corey, go.
You can find me hosting the Boss Rush podcast, and you can find me on a plethora of other content here on the Boss Rush Network. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at IamCorianHD.
All right. And you can always find me on social media at Exodus803, EXODUS803. Also, do not forget, Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Crossroads PlayStation Podcast Show on twitch.tv/Exodus803. And I am also on the Marvel Cinematic Universe Standard Definition panel. So, every couple of weeks we get together and we talk about the movies in the entire MCU. So, yeah, fun times.
Good times.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Lots of good MCU stuff going on currently or in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right, that's it for us tonight. Come back and join us for our next installment of the Boss Rush After Dark. We'll be back to talk about more topics that are not completely content appropriate for our other anchor shows. This is the one you want to be at. We talk
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans, yeah.
We've been pretty clean lately.
We've been pretty clean. Yeah, I guess it's time to talk about dirty Nintendo games again, right?
Stephanie did send us a lot of dirty Nintendo games. She's like, we should play these and review them.
Yeah, we need to pick one.
Stephanie's already played them all. She's like,
Okay, so at the top of the next show, we're gonna go over the list and we're gonna pick our game. So next show, just remember.
You could put it in the Discord topic suggestion channel.
I think it's in there.
Is it? Is that where she put it originally?
And you know what? We completely ignored like what we were going to talk about tonight.
What was that? Religion?
The religion one, yeah.
That's all right.
Oh, actually, no. We were going to wait for a fourth person. That's right.
Yeah. I can't wait to tell my story for that.
Oh yeah, I honestly can't wait to hear it.
Yeah. Dun dun dun.
All right, everyone. Have a good night. We will see you next time on Boss Rush After Dark. Take care.
Good night, friends.
Goodbye.